Okay, so let's look at the product planning process. That is the initial phase, so the phase 0 of the product development process. So the product plan basically has two main pieces of information. One thing is the portfolio of the product to be developed, so that is the details of the products to be developed, and then the timing at which you're going to introduce this product to the market. So once you complete the product planning process, the output of the product planning process is the project's mission statement, which specifies the target market for the product, business goals, key assumptions, and constraints. There are specific formats of writing down this project mission statement, so I will show you as we go on. So there are different type of product development projects that we need to handle. Some are new product platforms, so completely new product platforms, so that you could develop different products on that. And you can come up with certain developments as derivatives of existing product platforms. So you have the product platform like a computer. Computers are developed on a certain technological platform, and as a derivative of that, we can get different products. Or we can incrementally improve the existing products, the different versions, improved versions of the product can be launched. And also completely new products also can be launched. So completely new ideas. So those are the different types of projects that we need to handle, and the planning would be slightly different for different types. In general, for a generic product planning, there are 5 steps in the product planning process. You start the process with identification of opportunities, and then you evaluate and prioritize the things that to be done, and accordingly we work out the portfolio, and then we allocate resources and time planning, and then we get the product plan, and then we do some pre-planning, and we get the mission statement, and then that mission statement will be used in the product development process for the rest of the activities. So let's concentrate on first the opportunity identification, and then move on to the other sections in the planning process. Opportunity identification. The opportunity in product development is an idea for new product. So new product idea comes as an opportunity for the development process. So there are several ways of you getting these opportunities. You will come up with some description of the primary form of the primary form of the project that you're going to handle, and some opportunities will be created as a result of newly sensed needs. So you recognize some needs, and then based on that you come up with certain opportunities. For example, in the case of selfie stick that we looked at, I think this tripod embedded in the product plan, the tripod embedded in the selfie stick is some kind of newly sensed need. So there is a selfie stick, and people have understood that if you could add a tripod into it, so the operation functionality of the product would be increased. Accordingly, more customers can be attracted towards it. And then the opportunities can be created as a result of newly discovered technologies. So as a technology evolves, you get opportunities to develop new products by using new technologies. And then when you see a rough match between a need and the possible solution, there are needs coming from the society, and when you see some possibilities of implementing or finding solutions for these needs, you consider them as opportunities to develop products. So these opportunities are usually articulated following brainstorming sessions. So that is, you get together with few individuals, maybe the project team, and then you discuss and you try to exchange ideas and try to come up with set of opportunities. So once you realize or recognize the opportunities, you could come up with a kind of a description of opportunities, kind of descriptive title describing what kind of project or product it is, and then brief description about the product, and few sketches about how the product would look like, would be the main parts in such a opportunity description. Now, when we look at opportunities, there are several horizons of opportunities. Now, if you look at this graph, the horizontal axis is the knowledge of the solution. That is, the familiarization with the method, process, the technology, and etc. About providing the solution. The vertical axis is the knowledge of the need. That is, user market need, user need, customer need. So, what customers need, etc. Now, horizon 1 opportunities, if you look at here, so that horizon 1 opportunities lie in the region of existing solutions that is currently used. So, the know-how is there, the knowledge of the solution is already there, so we are using it, and existing need market which is currently served. So, we are serving to a certain market and existing solution is there. So, what you could do in this horizon is doing some improvements, extensions, variants, and some ways of reducing the cost of the product and make it more attractive in terms of price. For example, again, if I go back to this selfie stick example, now the selfie stick was there, adding a tripod to it is a kind of an improvement. So that is horizon 1 type of opportunity that was capitalized, and selling it to the same existing market and same existing solution, but in a more improved fashion. The next horizon 2 opportunities go little further beyond the existing solution that is used. So that is, possible existing solutions that are not used are explored, and the markets which are not addressed are going to be looked at. So in this region, usually new generation of products and services for core markets are introduced, new generation of the products, and also we try to move towards the markets which have not been explored. So the little bit of new market penetration would expect in opportunity 2, horizon 2 opportunities. And in the horizon 3, we completely go into a new category of products and services where completely new solutions are sought and completely new markets are explored. Where complete new innovative products are introduced in this horizon 3 opportunities. So horizon 1 opportunities are well-known opportunities, and horizon 3 opportunities are quite vague opportunities. You'll have to take a risk and develop a new product and send it to the market and see how people get attracted to it. So accordingly, the risk increases as you go from horizon 1 to horizon 3, but when the risk of course increases, if you come up with a solution which is attracted, then the benefits will be more. So opportunity identification process. So usually we start with the establishment of a charter, that is a statement about the product. As in this toy category, a product that is given is given as an example in the textbook. So the charter is create a physical product in the cat toy category that we can launch to the market within about a year through our existing retail sales channel. So this charter explains what you're going to do and and how we are going to take it to the market, and approximately what time you're going to launch the product. So then you have to generate and sense many opportunities. So usually these opportunities are generated internally. So you can discuss, you can carry out some brainstorming sessions, discussion sessions among yourself to generate certain opportunities for the idea that you have. Explore the opportunities for the idea that you have. So I will talk a little more about the techniques that we can consider in generating opportunities as with the time as we go on. So then we screen opportunities. We start with many opportunities and we try to screen. We try to eliminate opportunities which are highly unlikely, and then we try to develop some promising solutions. So that is resolving uncertainties, risks attached to the ideas. And then we select exceptional opportunities. There are techniques for that. If you refer to page 48 of textbook number 1, exhibit 3.3710, so you will see a method called RWW method. So you could use that method to select exceptional opportunities for you. And then you'll have to, of course, get the market feedback from the market or the customers and refine your whatever the selected exceptional opportunities to make it better. Now, techniques for gathering opportunities. You could follow a personal passion. That is one. If you have any idea, if you are passionate with generating new ideas, creating new products, then of course that is one way of generating opportunities. Now, as I said earlier, 2 students contacted me about asking me whether it is possible to do their own idea on this project. So that is a personal passion. So if you have any idea, you could carry it on and see whether there are opportunities for that idea. And then, of course, you can study the existing products. In the reverse engineering exercises that we do, we look at in detail in the existing products. So once you understand the existing products, of course, at the same time, you could understand the way to improve it. So that is an opportunity for us to develop new products. And then you can pull out opportunities from the resources or the capabilities you have. Your team capabilities would help you to pull out new opportunities, because to be in competitive in the market, you'll have to come up with valuable solutions. Valuable resources are scarce, are rare anyway, and you have to come up with something which cannot easily be imitated. Otherwise, once you launch the product, many other competitors will also do the same product, maybe at a lesser cost, because they don't spend money on product development. They steal the product and reproduce. So the product development cost will be zero in that case. And then that product also will be non-substitutable. So your product couldn't be substituted with any other product, so that you can stay in the competitive market. You can study, observe customers. For example, product like this, tripod, adding a tripod to a selfie stick, perhaps nobody asked for it. So some curious people looked at how the selfie stick is used and what are the requirements of a photographer, and then they came up with an idea. Okay, so if you can fix a tripod to the selfie stick, that will be more useful. So that is studying or observing the way the customers use the existing product, so that you can get an idea of improving it. And then consider implication trends. For example, nowadays there is a trend for green products. So if you can making your product a green product, so you can easily penetrate into certain markets, and you can imitate but make it better. So improving the existing products through imitation but making it better. And then again mining your resources, mining your sources. So you could use certain special category of users called lead users. I'll explain about it shortly. And your social networks, the universities, research institutes, the papers they publish, work they do, and you can have some websites to give online idea submission. And there are some TV programs also recently about generating ideas and giving a lot of very attractive rewards for winning ideas. Likewise, you can have many techniques that you could follow in generating opportunities. So mostly these opportunities are generated through brainstorming sessions. That is, you get together, discuss, talk each other, argue, and look around and get some ideas, new ideas to explore. So about brainstorming, if you look at chapter 5 of the second reference that I have given, so you can find some information about brainstorming techniques. Anyway, I will discuss a little bit more about these brainstorming techniques and few other techniques at the next lecture. Some examples for imitate but better developments. So this usual selfie stick to selfie stick with tripod. So you imitate this idea and came up with something better. And now decommoditize commodity. So this is a commodity that has been there for a while, but people were not get attracted to it. But some companies, they came up with some new ideas so that people tend to use the same product with lot of demand. So this kind of one way of imitating and making it better, and using innovative down markets. You add certain technological innovations into the existing product and making it more attractive, and adding more features and bringing the cost down, for example. And another way is importing from geographically isolated innovations. That is, one example is this energy drink Red Bull, which was originally introduced by Japanese to Thai truck drivers as an energy drink. And then that was observed by an Austrian company, Red Bull, and they came up with a drink which is marketed all throughout the world as an energy drink. So they observed this and came up with a better solution which penetrated into a global market. Now for opportunity identification, we use a specific technique called tournament structure. That is basically you start with many solutions, as we said earlier, and we send this solution through different filters. The filters means we could look at the quality as a filtering technique. We could look at the technology as the filtering technique. We could look at the manufacturing aspects as the filtering technique. So we send through these different filters and we come up with something exceptional. So you start with many opportunities and then we select exceptional opportunities through this tournament structure. For example, if you look at the quality, so the quality can be assessed using statistical parameters like mean, variance, and things like that. And you send these different ideas. So identifying opportunity externally, identifying opportunities internally, and the combination would have many solutions, and that solutions are sent through the quality hurdle, and then we pick the best ideas out of many raw opportunities. So that is tournament structure of opportunity identification. So if you look at one of the examples given in the textbook, that is Polycat opportunity, Polycat company, the cat toy development project. So they have, this is how they produced their final product. So they initially looked at about 50 opportunities, and out of them they selected about seven opportunities for further investigation, and from that they explored three opportunities, and then based on that they came up with the mission statement, and the mission statement is the input to the product development process, and accordingly they came up with a final product as the at the end of the product development process. So this is exactly what I expect you to do in your projects. So we given you have now set of project ideas, so you'll have to create opportunities. You'll have to select good opportunities out of many, and then you have to further explore these good opportunities, and you have to select better opportunities, and then you'll have to write down your uh, mission statement, and then send it through the product development process that I'm going to discuss in the coming time, and then design the final product. So the manufacturing of the final product is not the scope of not within the scope of this subject. So if you are really interested in manufacturing what you come up with at the end of this exercise, of course we could facilitate you to make the product, maybe off class hours or maybe between two semesters. So we can provide some resources for the fabrication process. And also, if you are interested, if you are really interested, you could continue this initial development in this level as your design project in the third year level, group design project, so that you could make it better and fabricate it, test it, and develop the idea as a real commercial solution. So this cat poly opportunity funnel. So this is called opportunity funnel. So you downsize the opportunities, and they came up with the solution. They generated opportunities, and these different opportunities are represented in different sketches like this. So to easily visualize. So there are many things that you can do to identify the functionality of different ideas and filter them out, and find get the exceptional ideas out of many. So this gives you an idea about the opportunity funnel for different type of products. So we are looking at the consumer products. So initially you get a lot of opportunities, hundreds of opportunities, and during the selection phase or the product planning process, opportunity screening process, so you narrow it down to few products, and during the development phase you observe only you study only very few products, and finally you come up with one product which satisfy the product requirement. So the 5 steps in product planning. First one, the product planning process starts with identification of opportunities. That is what we just discussed. And then evaluate and prioritize projects. So you can evaluate products based on various requirements, the company strategies, technology availability, the amount of money that you can spend on it, and the customer focus. Then you can look at the market segments to whom you could sell this product, technology trajectories, and many other aspects as important considerations in evaluating these products. So the customer what kind of market segments are you looking for. You're looking at personal markets, or you're looking at corporate markets or something like that. And when it comes to technology trajectories, for example, you've been using one technology in making the product, but there can be some new technology introduced, and there will be a time the new technology takes the of leadership. So at the right time, you'll have to switch to the right technology. So if you try to continue with this technology, the other competitors will capitalize with the latest technology and introduce new products, um, so that your new products and attract customers. In that case, you will lose your business market share. So that is something happened, for example, recently to one of the best companies in the world, leading mobile phone manufacturers in the world, Nokia. So the Nokia was the market leader in mobile phone manufacturers, mobile phones several years ago, but they could not switch to the technologies at the right time. Therefore, the other companies like Samsung and Huawei and other brands, they took over the markets, and ultimately Nokia lost its market share in the global market. So then you'll have to allocate resources and plan timing, and then you'll have to complete pre-project planning, that is, come up with the mission statement, and then you'll have to get some feedback from certain customers about the project plan and do some necessary fine-tuning. The project mission statement, which is the output of project planning process, in fact, need to be you have to include several important things in this mission statement. Starts with a brief description about the project and benefit proposition, what kind of benefits the customers would get if this product is used, and from the corporate side, what kind of key benefits, what are the key business goals that you're trying to achieve with this new product launch, and what are the target markets, and assumptions and constraints that you consider in developing the product, and the stakeholders, that is, stakeholders are everybody who has some influence or interaction with the product, and then you'll have to do the pre-project planning, assigning project team and things like that. So that, for example, this is one example. This is Exhibit 10, 4.10 in the book. So the product description. So you describe the product in a very brief and concise manner, and benefit proposition. What are the expected benefits? Like that, you write down a project statement for that. So one of the tasks that I expect you to do in the next couple of weeks, you'll have to come up with a mission statement for the product that you are trying to develop. So objective of this course, as I mentioned earlier, is not just doing something, not just come up with some solution for an idea. So doing something in a more scientific and systematic manner to get the best possible solution out. So that process, that is the requirement. Of course, you'll have to follow the scientific procedures. So you'll have to first come up with the product mission statement. So based on that, you can develop various different concepts that you could consider in developing, in getting this product done. This is a mission statement for codeless screwdriver, for example. So various aspects that you need to include under different topics. You can see here the product description, business goals, markets, assumptions, stakeholders, etc.